Hello again. This is the third of a series of 6 video explainers to introduce the Making It Safe workshop, which can be held in person or online. The Making It Safe workshop is a women-only workshop which I researched and designed. It brings women together to inspire strategies against sexual harassment. The full workshop explores 6 themes over a day, which you can find in the notes below. This video explains theme 3, beliefs, attitudes, and states. In this thematic exploration, the question we ask is, what kind of beliefs, attitudes, or state support you in making it safe for yourself and for others? Let me give you some examples. One woman told me she believes I have a right to feel safe and to not be touched if I don't want to be touched. As a result, she says, she creates her own safe space. It's about a meter around me, she says, and I send signals that make it clear I have a right to this safe space that belongs to me. When I asked where did those beliefs and attitudes come from, she said, this is how I grew up. One other woman, who grew up in a female household, has a belief that she is not a lesser person. As a result, she can confidently put her foot down about her preferences when she is interacting with a man. Yet another woman, who found herself in a threatening situation, focused on an inner knowing that a few meters ahead of her was a safe space and she just had to get there. She previously trained in Aikido, where she learned to do that. And one woman, while she was a young girl, knew that what a man was doing to her was wrong because of her belief from religious class that she needed to keep her body sacred and holy. And because of that belief, she tried to avoid the man every time he came to the house. In these explorations about beliefs, attitudes, and state, we also ask, what have you experienced that supported those beliefs, attitudes, or states? And what have you experienced that undermined or diminished them? For example, when girls and women are told, you just have to tolerate men's behavior because that's what men do. That is something women say undermines the beliefs and attitudes that make it safe for them. Another example of the same is that a woman's dressing or voice or behavior is to be blamed if a man sexually harasses her. By the end of this thematic exploration, you will become more aware of how much our beliefs and attitudes can determine the state we're in when we are being harassed, and how much those beliefs and attitudes can make a difference to how we respond to harassment so that we make it safe for ourselves and others. By the end of this workshop, you will leave with more ideas and inspiration and more confidence for strategies you can adapt and adopt immediately for making places and relationships safe. To find out more about this women-only workshop, click on the link below. And if you want to be inspired to have more and better strategies against sexual harassment, register now before the early bird prize expires.